Morning everybody, it's 2nd of July, another day in my daily diaries of looking after my wife with Parkinson's and dementia. Last night wasn't too bad, to be honest, during the night. We got Angie to bed about 11:15, and I got to bed about 12:15-ish. I sleep pretty quickly, only woke up once during the night because she'd uncovered herself and she was cold, so I just covered her back up. But then at 5:30 she was rolling and restless again, so I ended up getting up. So I've been up since 5:30. I ended up changing bedding and changing her nightwear and stuff. So you probably now got the washer on. The washer's been on since 6 o'clock this morning. Get some bedding and that washed. So yeah, so I've just stayed up at that time. Once I'm up at that, awake at that time, and I'm woken up, because it's like 20 minutes of a job. So I just stayed up, but at least I got a few good hours sleep last night, so I don't feel tired. So fingers crossed, I'm all right today. We've got the cleaner coming again this morning, as it's Wednesday, and the sitter. Then I go out and get my shopping done. Yesterday we went back over to a family friend. Well, she did Angie's hair. But while we was there, Angie she was just asleep, and she was asleep. She sat with her eyes closed for a lot of the time, but she was actually asleep. Had to sleep in a wheelchair, with her hair dye on for a good hour, over an hour. I got bloody hair dye on my bloody shirt and all. Anyway, I think I managed to get it out. So yeah, but when we was getting ready yesterday morning, right, I just sort of time it all, get an hour and a half, and right, Angie, come on, don't eat your breakfast. I turn the TV off as well if we've got a time, because she'll sit just staring at the TV and not eating her food. That's at any time. So I even turned the telly off yesterday morning while she ate her breakfast. But then she's getting a word search book out, and it's like, Angie, what are you doing? Like, there's no sense of time span or time schedule or anything. You really do have to organise everything for her now. It's not. She doesn't understand that we've got to get this done, get that done, so we can be out at such a time, because it's so long of a journey. We have to be there at such a time. She just don't comprehend at all anything like that now. And I noticed that it was. And she was just very, very lethargic again all day. If she weren't asleep and sat with her eyes closed, it was just very lethargic, and that's becoming the norm now. Just very lethargic most of the day. She got the calendar wrong yesterday morning. I thought she would. The new monthly calendar, it's got four faces on it. There's I'll give you the names. There's Ainsley, he's 10. There's Arlo, he's coming up to 8. Then there's Angie herself, and then there was baby Arlie, who was on last month's. So as we passed, I said, right, Angie, use that. She said, me. So yeah, who else? She called Ainsley by his mother's name. Said, that's Cody Lee. I said, no, I said, that's not, that's Ainsley, who's that? That was Arlo. Next, that's Ainsley's younger brother. Don't know that little boy. That was her exact words. And yet he idolises her. He faffs around her like a mother hen when he sees her. And she knows, she doesn't know him, just this is what happens though with faces. And didn't have a clue about baby Arlie. No, don't know. Baby Wayne, she called him at one point. That's one of the other great-grandsons. So once I told her who he was, she nodded, so I'll try her again this morning when I get her up and let you know on tomorrow. So yeah, so it's a good indication. Like I said, after proving me wrong for a few mornings, getting it right with Baby Harley, but that was just, I think, just because it was the one big face on the calendar. So we'll see. It's like I said, it's a test for me. I got a call back from the fella from Parkinson's UK and all yesterday, and they're quite happy at using the Parkinson's UK logo on the front of the Ainsley's football team's kit. So they're sending me the artwork over in a file, so I can send it over to the whoever needs it, who's ever going to do the printing. That way you're not getting the logo wrong. So yeah, I was pleased about that, and they was pretty chuffed. And obviously it helps the football team as well. So yeah, a lot of under 11s, running about with Parkinson's UK on the front. Because usually you get some local business, Pete's Window Cleaners or something like that, or Billy's Joinery Service normally. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. So I'll get that organised today, hopefully. And once it happens, I'll get a picture of the team. All the lads stood there with the kit, and get it on here and show you. Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen today. With Angie, I'm on about, because we're not getting out. I know the Citadel do some word searches with her. So we'll see if she gets that right on how many she can do. Hopefully get into some sort of a routine with that. I got a lot of messages yesterday saying, looking to respite and that sort of stuff. Even some people said it. You don't think it's time, for maybe getting some professional care, like in a home or something. But I'm not at that stage yet. I'm not at that stage. I can cope. There is something that I've got to think of for further down the line. Even the Parkinson's nurse, a couple of discussions ago, a couple of telephone calls ago, said at some point you're going to have a conversation with yourself, and even maybe family members about, when the time comes, getting a nursing home, because she needs medication. It would have to be a nursing home and not a care home. So I know it's got to come at some point, but I'm well away from that at the moment. But I'm just bringing it up in conversation. And I will start looking into it, because I'd sooner look into it and get it organised in advance, rather than wait until I get to the point where, because I've even said it a couple of times, I can't be doing with this. It's getting to me, especially at night time when you're up and you're down. But when I get to that stage, I don't want to then have to start trying to organise it and find somewhere, because these things are a minefield. You're trying to get into the NHS system to do stuff like that, and it's nobody rushes. It's like, all right, okay, I'll put it in the in tray and we'll sort it out when we get to it. And so it's better. I'm thinking it's better to try and get it organised before I need it, rather than trying to get it organised when I definitely need it, because then that could push me over the edge. So yeah, that's just me. And pre-armed, as they say, and hopefully might never come to it, might never need it, but I'd soon have it in place and not use it, rather than not have it in place and need it, if that makes sense. Yeah, don't know if I can get this washing out. It's looking a bit iffy again. It's cloudy, but I'll get it out first and just keep my eye on it, because I'm not going to go out till I go shopping once the sitter gets here. I hope they come at the correct time, 2 till 5. Because last week, remember, there was a mix-up with the times, and she turned up at 12 o'clock, I think, as 12 till 3. It wasn't a big issue, but I normally have the routine set out, clean her 11:30 till 1:30, make Angie a sandwich at 1:30, you know, and then the outreach worker comes and sits in at 2 till 5, and then I'll go out and get my shopping done and just go for a quick coffee somewhere and get half an hour to myself and go any little errands I have to do, which I haven't got to do today, so I'll just hopefully get that done. So yeah, okay, I'm going to get off for today, do another one tomorrow, hopefully. So same as usual again, press your like buttons, send me comments, follow me, please, that helps if you can keep following me, forward it on and get this out there to as many people as we can. And all you carers, keep going. Alright, so I'll do another one tomorrow. So as usual, you take care now. Bye.